YouTube was good, man. It's your boy Johnny back with another video. So today in this video, as y'all see by that title, basically I just want to talk about like the bigger picture, right? Just seeing the bigger picture. So the reason why I'm making this video is because I was talking to my dad on the phone last night, and every time I talk to my dad, he just give me good advice. So I just wanted to take the advice that my dad gave me on the phone and talk to y'all, right? Give it to y'all. So before we get into the video, also, I know I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I said I'm gonna get, back into posting consistently. It's just that it's been hard as of recently to like get video ideas and stuff like that. So yeah, but I'm gonna try to post as consistently as possible. I'm gonna try to post like 3 days a week at least for y'all, so I'm not just, going ghost. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So basically, right, so I was talking to my dad and he was just like, man, you got to see the bigger picture and stuff, right? So say you got like a job that you're doing, or say you in college, or whatever it is that you're doing. Say it's something that you told yourself say it's something that you're doing, right? You told yourself you're doing this for a reason. For me, for example, I'm in the Army, right? So I've been in the Army for 2 years. I joined 2 years ago. I told myself I'm joining this for a reason, right? I joined for a reason. But it's been moments, in the Army, like it's been moments throughout these last 2 years where I feel like, okay, this is too hard, or this is, I don't know if I'm going to get through. I don't know if I'm going to finish this contract. You know what I'm saying? So I had those moments. I have those moments in life, right? Everybody have moments in life where they feel like something may be too hard, or where they feel like they can't, do something, or where they feel like they don't know if they're going to finish, or, get through something. And basically what I wanted to say is, in that moment, right? Yeah, it may be hard. It may, you may not want to do this. You may not want to stay up late and, finish that paper. But you know that when you did this, when you started whatever it is that you're doing, you know that you was doing it for a reason, and you had an end goal, right? So let the end goal, be that motivation. Let that end goal motivate you, right? Let the bigger picture be what motivates you instead of, what you're going through right now. Because if you get so caught up in your head, and you get so caught up and, you just always focus on what you're going through right now, then obviously you're going to have hard days. Obviously, it's going to feel like, every day is harder than the last. It's going to feel like, you can't get anything done. Obviously, you're going to feel like you can't finish. You know what I'm saying? And when I talked to my dad, right, and when I told him about that, it's just crazy, right? Because it's like me and my dad, right? Obviously he's older than me. Obviously he got way more life experience than me. But I feel like we got similar mindsets, just at different ages. You know what I'm saying? Like we got like how do I explain it, right? We got the same mindset, but he's just way smarter. Like it's some stuff obviously that I know that he don't, and some stuff that he know that I don't. But it's just, it's kind of, it's just weird. Like when I'm talking to him, right, when I hear him talking stuff like that, it's like we got the same mental. It's just, we just in two different periods of our life. Like we just in, two different, points in our life. But yeah, I was just asking him, questions and stuff like that. I'm asking my dad, I'm like, how you get through this? How you get through this? Like, and he was just telling me, bro, you got to be mentally strong. Like whatever it is that you're going through, one thing you can't be is you cannot be a weak individual. That's one thing that you can't be, because once you become a weak individual, then, that's when everything gonna feel like it's just going downhill. You know what I'm saying? When you feel like all your problems, like when you get so caught up in your problems and stuff like that, when you let them take over your mind and stuff like that, that's when you get in a bad mental, a bad headspace and stuff like that. And that's what I let happen to me. You feel me? I was letting my problems and, other people's problems and just negative stuff just take over my mind. And it had me kind of in a bad mental space. But yeah, man, like whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that, you got going on, bro, just like I said, if you told yourself you're doing this for a reason, then let that end goal, let the bigger picture, let the, let the reward of your hard work be your motivation instead of what you're going through right now. So yeah, another thing I want to talk to y'all about, and this also came from my dad, was the 5-year plan. We call it the 5-year plan. So basically my dad was going through some stuff in his life. I'm not going to, get too much into detail, because he's not here to, speak for himself. So I don't want to put too much, business out there. But basically he was at a point in his life, and he basically just, he wanted to change, he wanted to do something better in his life. So he told himself he sat down and he wrote down a plan for the next 5 years. And this is important because, a lot of people got goals, and a lot of people got stuff that they want to get done, but you know, they want to get it done in this time period, you feel me? I feel like if you write down, you know, a list of goals for the next 5 years, I feel like it, you know, it makes it seem like, you know, the goals are more accomplished. I don't know if this is a word, accomplishable, you know. It makes the goals, you know, seem like, you know, they're easier to get done, you feel me? If you set them for a 5 year, you know, span rather than like, you know, a few months or a year. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say you want to get a house. If you sit down today and write down, I want to get a house in the next 5 years, then you're gonna have, you know, you're gonna have that motivation to get up and put work in to, you know, get towards that goal, rather than if you tell yourself you want to get a house next year and you know you only make this amount of money and you know you're not gonna be able to afford the house, you know you're not gonna be able to get there in that next year. So don't even put yourself in that position. Don't even put that, you know, stress on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing, a lot of people want stuff like in the current moment that they like. How do I put it? A lot of people are in positions where they want a lot of stuff in life, but they're not in a position to where they are ready for it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to learn that for myself as well. So, you know, a lot of people want to be rich. A lot of people want this. A lot of people want that. But I had to learn that if you're not in the right mindset for it, if you're not in the right point in your life for it, then if you get it, you're not gonna be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? If you get this $1 million right now, you're not ready for it. You might blow it all. You might lose it. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to learn that, bro. You gotta be patient, and you know, when something is meant for you, it's gonna come at that right time, at that right moment. You feel what I'm saying? And if you're going through something that's hard, if you're going through, you know, something that you like, put it like this, right? Whatever is worth having isn't gonna be easy to get. You know what I'm saying? And when I make these videos and I talk to y'all, you know, and give y'all advice like this, it helps me as well, right? Because when I'm talking to y'all, it makes it to where like I have to, you know, I can't be a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling y'all something, then I got to do it as well, you know? So yeah, man, that's basically what I wanted to talk to y'all about today. I know this video wasn't too long, but this was on my mind. This topic was on my mind. And, you know, I just felt like I had to share it with y'all. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. Let me know what other videos y'all want to see. It's been your boy Johnny, and I'm out.